Okay. So I'm trying to think. I covered the Redfall thing. I covered the Street Fighter beta thing. Oh, what's the other story I want to talk about? The other story I want to talk about is the whole the whole Star Wars Jedi Survivor fiasco. And I have seen some weird stuff. All right? And I mean, here's the truth. I should be able right now to outright say what I want to say. But because I have a bunch of stalkerish assholes who come after me for everything I say, they try to cause problems. All right? Well, fuck those people. Really. I mean, I'm a person who should be able to say whatever I want and be able to criticize things when I see bullshit. And I'm going to do so this morning. I don't care. All right? And please understand, what I'm about to talk about is not trying to start shit with anyone. It's me trying to be transparent and honest with my audience and telling you my real feelings. All right? Waffle, I don't like or dislike you. I don't have personal feelings. So as you know, I keep saying Street Fighter. Star Wars Jedi Survivor has launched and it's a huge mess. On PC, it's nearly unplayable for most people. On console, there's constant frame drops and issues. On PS5, it crashes. On Xbox Series X, the frame rate's all over the place. And it's just not a fun experience when you get to harder parts of the game. And these things that you're supposed to be reacting to, you can't. You're dying. It's like, screw this, right? Well, for the most part, the internet is in consensus about this, all right? But I've noticed there's a couple people out there, a few content creators in general, who are bigger, who are basically almost like trying to shame people for being honest about their experiences with this game. You know, I mean, just being real here. All right? I saw some things that I shook my head at last night. So I saw this tweet, and I'm going to say it. Too bad. Dr. Disrespect put out a tweet last night. And he's like, I was just playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor on my super duper high-end PC rig, you know, my $40,000 graphics card and my fucking top-of-the-line configuration. He says, I played it for several hours. I didn't have any performance issues whatsoever. And so people out there, these gamers today are just fucking whiny baby bitches and they need to shut the fuck up. I'm not even kidding. He made a tweet. I paraphrased, but that's essentially what his tweet said. Basically, here's a whiny baby. Okay? And I'm reading this and I'm like, it's remarkable. It's absolutely remarkable that it's 2023 and we still have content creators that literally don't care what they say online. They feel no air of responsibility. They feel like no moral compass when they say shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, all right, I was a very irresponsible person. I said and did things that caused a lot of drama because I didn't really give a shit. I didn't really realize the impact that my words had on the internet. I didn't realize that with the following that I had as a content creator, that things that I said and did had definitive consequences. All right, I used to hate on Minecraft all the time. I used to hate on other indie games and stuff all the time, and people would say, "Why are you so against them?" And I'd be very stupid and say things like, "Oh, you know, they're kiddie games and shit like that." Then years later, I played them like, man, I totally understand why people like these games. Boy, was I ignorant and stupid back then because of dumb shit that I said, right? When I started as a content creator and I was very popular at the beginning there, I was very irresponsible. Now I look back and I'm ashamed of myself, of the things that I said and did and how I conducted myself. Because now I realize there are people who took what I said as like fact and probably went and dumped on things and hated on things unfairly and acted like jerks because they were like, oh, my guy that I look up to on the internet, DSP, said it, so it must be true. All right, today, it's very simple. I got to pay attention to what I say and do because I realize now that there are impactful things that can happen as a result of what you say on the internet. If you have a following at all, whether it's a ginormous following or a tiny one, you still have a following. There's people who trust what you do, okay? And you got to be careful. I'll give you an example. Personally, I look at a game like Cult of the Lamb, and it doesn't appeal to me. It doesn't look like it would be anything interesting to me. I could be completely wrong, but at least when I look at Cult of the Lamb, I say, hey, perfectly fine if you enjoy it for what it is, go play it. For me personally, it looks like kind of one of those flash-in-the-pan, viral popularity indie games. It doesn't look like anything that I would really enjoy after like a stream or two, and I don't think it's worth my time. But by all means, you go enjoy it. if that's your cup of tea, right? Back in the day, I'd be like, that game's a piece of shit. The only reason anyone would play it is because some streamer played it. It's junk. It's for kids. It's crap. Forget about it. And I'm not gonna say stuff like that anymore because I've grown. I've become way more mature and intelligent in my head. I've become much wiser, and I realize that words like that can be harmful. Dr. Disrespect goes inside of a fucking public bathroom and thinks it's funny to film people pissing without their permission, breaking California privacy laws, getting banned from Twitch, and getting his E3 pass revoked. What a boneheaded, dumb fuck thing to possibly fucking do to get attention for yourself, right? And stupid, quite frankly. It's an uneducated take. If I've never played the game, how can I crap on it? That'd be pretty stupid. What I can tell you is it doesn't look like it appeals to me. That's why I don't want to play it on my stream. And that's my justification for kind of avoiding the game. But that doesn't mean it's a bad game and I should be shitting on it like I used to a decade ago. Okay? But when you're someone the level of Dr. Disrespect or other, because it wasn't just him. I'm singling him out because he was like the most prominent one that did it. And I don't know if Dr. Disrespect has some kind of a partnership contract with EA or not. I don't know if money is a factor here or what it is. All right? But it's this simple. Positive social media attention. So to find out that you might get harassed by trolls for like a week after I promote your product, even if you sell some, but then your social media gets destroyed and harassed for an extended period of time, that's not a risk-benefit assessment they want to make. You see what I mean? So as soon as any company hears, oh man, I might get harassed on social media if you promote my product, they say forget it. So it sucks. I can't get the same opportunities to everybody else because of the trolls. People are not just making this shit up on the internet to get jollies off to destroy Jedi Survivor. All right? The game is running horribly for a lot of people. Thousands of people have documented their awful experience. That's why it's being review bombed on Steam. That's why people are posting up memes about it all over the internet. I have video evidence. My first 5 hours, the first 2 hours were choppy. The final hour was so choppy, it was literally unplayable. Okay? Literally unplayable. So, my experience is I'm having these issues. And when you see a tweet like that from this guy, it's not just like, well, I had no issues, but I feel sorry for those who are, this sucks. It's no, I had no issues, therefore everyone who's bitching on the internet is just a whiny little bitch and they need to grow up. Like, he literally said that in his fucking tweet. It's like, dude, do you not understand with the size of the content creator that you are, with the audience you have, and the attention you bring, when you say shit like that, it's harmful. What you're doing, you're actually hurting the gaming community. All right? You're essentially saying, oh, it's good, just ignore all the problems with launch games. No one should ever complain or demand better. Just pay money and shut the fuck up. No, that is completely contradictory to what we should be doing. We should be standing up for our rights as consumers. When we buy a game and it runs like shit at launch, we should be collectively getting together and we should be saying, no, we demand better. We paid you our money, now give us a quality product. Now, just because you're a big game studio like EA, oh, well, you'll fix it in 3 months, right? No, we paid it. You need to frickin' give us exactly what we want, right? So, I don't know. And the thing is, perhaps it's bullshit. Maybe he was joking. Maybe he was. I don't know. I didn't watch him play it on his stream. But it's kind of silly to make a tweet like that. Because even if it's a joke, it's a harmful joke. Because people will see that and think he's being serious. Wow, Dr. Disrespect says there's nothing wrong with this game. Now people might go buy it. I just, again, it continues on with the line of irresponsibility. I hate to say it. This guy has shown a track record of irresponsibility with his actions over the years. He kind of thinks that he can just do whatever he wants and everything's just a joke, right? No. When you have that level of popularity, you have to start treating yourself seriously and responsibly. And even if it's a joke tweet, it was a parody tweet. It's actually, I believe, the opposite. Then don't make the fucking tweet. It's stupid. An outsider will see that tweet and be like, no, he's supporting the game. Like I said, reading the tweet, you'd think he has a partnership with EA or something, So, it wasn't him, it was a few other people too. And again, maybe these are people trying to make sarcastic jokes about it, but I think that it's kind of more harmful than good. You shouldn't be doing that in today's modern day. You can't read sarcasm on the internet. In a post. In a video, perhaps you can. If it was a whole long form video and he was being tongue in cheek sarcastic, that's different than just a tweet. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my God, like, I'm just so tired of this stupid shit. I really am.